Hey there, Cubers, my name is Plus2 and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the Sector 17 server. This is episode 14 and today we are building a brand new farm. Yep, we got a brand new farm that we're building. It's going to go right about here somewhere. I don't know, somewhere on this platform. I haven't decided exactly where it's going to go, wherever it seems to look the best, but we can't do that right now. Oh, I feel like a kid that has to do their chores before they can play some games. I really need to finish what I'd started over here. I need to fix the unloader for the mob farm, and I want to replicate that street lamp around the outside of the clock tower. So I'm going to do that real quick. And then I think we'll need to pick up some resources as well, some redstone resources from the shopping district, and then we can build our farm. So I got to get that out of the way so we can get started. Let's go. Okay, okay, that should be task number 1 finished here. The cart will come around, and as you see, it'll kind of scoot up to this side there. Then I'll come up against this powered rail, which as soon as this has any item in it, it will turn off that powered rail. And when it becomes empty again, it'll power it. So we'll see that in just a second here. Turns it off. And then once it's emptied, it powers it. And if I could have caught it, we should see it that it was empty. And then it just kind of, distributes them here, and everything should sort of compress down into just the one chest. So that should actually work out pretty well. So that is problem number 1 solved. And actually, I forgot to mention, I've made a terrible mistake with all of this. Let me show you what I did. I built my storage room here. It might actually be one of the worst decisions I've ever made, like in my entire life. That minecart is constantly running upstairs. And I can hear it. I can always hear it. I hate being here. It's actually one of the most irritating places in my base. It's just the worst. So I spent all this time building this huge storage area. I'm probably not going to use it. I'm actually already planning in my head a different storage area that's over. No, it's going to have the exact same problem. I was thinking of doing a different storage area over in the other platform, like the big rectangular platform. Gonna have farms on the top. Gonna have the exact same problem. This is a nightmare. This is an absolute nightmare. But it's one that I have to deal with right now, so it is what it is, and we're just gonna leave that alone. Alright, on to the next little task. Okay, that is that done as well. So that whole area over there should now be, hopefully, completely spawn proof. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it looks nice at least. Alright, so that's those 2 jobs already done. So let's go ahead and now find a spot on that platform where we want to put this farm at. See how many resources we're going to end up needing, and then head to the shopping district and spend some diamonds to get those resources. Alrighty, so we've gotten the building mostly completed here. Well, I guess most of the exterior sort of shell of the building itself completed here. There's a bit more detailing that I want to do with it, like adding some mossy stone and stuff like that. And it does need a roof, which I haven't actually designed yet. I figured I'd kind of leave it without a roof for a little bit in case I want to add more layers. But yeah, so we got most of the building installed here. I like the way that it's come out here. There's a couple more things to add, but I do really like the way that it's coming along here. And the next thing I was going to do is show you how the farm actually works. This is a farm that I've designed myself, a sugarcane farm I've designed myself here. And then I realized when I built one of the modules in here to show everyone and kind of talk about, I realized you can't really see it. I built the building around the farm, so it is exactly big enough to hold the farm, and that's it. So there's no extra space for me to get in, like talk and walk around and stuff. So let me actually just jump over into my creative world where I designed it, and I will show you guys. I'll show you guys the farm itself and how it works. So let's hop over there, and I'll be right back. All right, so we are over in my creative testing world here. This is the building behind me here with a bunch of other stuff behind it that I think I'm okay to show all that. It's all been built, I think. But this is the farm that we're looking at here. This is the way I designed it. And so one of my biggest issues, and one of the reasons I designed a farm myself and I didn't just take a copy of someone else's farm, is because I hate the idea of a farm not being 100% lossless. There are some situations where it's really not possible, I guess. but it just seems so odd. Like, why? I don't know. It just seems odd to spend the time to create a farm, to create a certain amount of resources, and then not be able to collect all of them. So I wanted to see if I could do something to prevent that, and I believe that this farm is 100% lossless for sugarcane. So the concept I went off of here is basically the idea of completely blocking the sugarcane. So the sugarcane is surrounded on all sides by blocks. So when the pistons push down to break the top part of the sugarcane, that piece of sugarcane can't go anywhere except for right onto the ground that the sugarcane is on. So there's dirt. It can't go here in the water. It can't go here. I'm actually in glass right now. It can't go there. It can't go anywhere else except for right on the block that it came from, basically. And then I have a rail system set up underneath all of them that runs a mine cart with a hopper right underneath all of that dirt. And that, from my tests, that has collected 100% of the sugarcane. I've had this testing for quite a while, and there was no lost sugarcane left anywhere from it. So that's sort of the reasoning behind all of this. I guess from a more mechanics standpoint, there would be an observer here looking at the first piece of sugarcane, the bottom part of the first piece of sugarcane, that sends signals periodically as that piece tries to grow, basically. And that'll fire way more pistons than it needs to. It fires this entire row and this half of this row here. So it does fire way more pistons than it needs to, but I'd rather have them fire more often than they need to than less often than they need to. So yeah, that's basically how the farm works and why I designed my own farm, and they fit rather snugly right inside these buildings here. And one of the things that took so long in designing this is I had to figure out a way to get the minecart to go through the whole system here. So basically the minecart will get dropped in. I'll use this one as an example over here. This pipe right here, there will be another one going the other direction to this side of the building. But this pipe right here allows the minecart to travel back up to the top. It gets dropped in right here, lands on this power rail right here, and then starts its way here, goes down and around through all this layer here. And then it will drop down this hole right here, come down here and do the exact same thing going the opposite direction. Then it'll drop down here, all the way to here, go through all of this here, finally dropping down here to this mess right here, which is an unloader. So that'll go through and completely unload the minecart, and then once that's finished, that'll send it back up through the water elevator and the pipes all the way back up to the top and start over again. So it took a little while to get that to work properly, but as you can see, the cart is going along right now, and yeah, it is working really, really well. So yeah, that's how this whole system is working, and that's about it for that. So I just got to go through and finish building the rest of this. Something appears to have happened here. Yeah. Somebody closed that. Let's have a sleep and think about this. So there has been some I don't even know what you call it, Mafia type group. An amazing map art. Let me just say, this looks incredible. The folks that did it did such an amazing job. I can't imagine how long this must have taken, but this looks fantastic. But I refuse to get insured, whatever that means. And I feel like whatever's going on with my storage system is related to that. So whoever did whatever, they blocked off this. I didn't put these blocks back here. I want to make sure nothing weird is gonna happen here. Well, that is certainly interesting. And as I suspected, it appears to be Mafia related. Not sure what the consequences of this are going to be, and my frame's still stuttering. Makes me feel like I haven't found everything. I don't know. I don't see anything down here. Odd. Very odd. We'll have to see what happens from that. Not thrilled. So yeah, I started work on this here. This whole process is a major pain in the butt. It's not fun in the slightest, but it's got to be done to get them up top. And I figured since I was going to have these pipes going up anyway, I figured I'd use them. So I think it's going to look really cool having these all in here. But sadly, I have to do all this, and this is actually going to have to go. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so I wanted to run to the shopping district to get some kelp to help with making those water towers, or water columns, and I also figured out as long as I was coming here, I would show you all how intense things are getting around here. As you can see, they have these posters or map arts everywhere. They also have these really cool looking banners as well. Yeah, look really cool, but yeah, very aggressive, and we'll see what's about to happen here in just a second. This... the heck was... this is what our nether portal looks like at the shopping district. It is yeah, a bit aggressive. Yeah, it's all over everywhere. They hit every shop, everything. Bit crazy. Someone's shop, yeah. Someone's shop has been destroyed, which is not cool. Apparently this person did buy insurance. There was a post about it in the Discord, and they said, yeah, this person bought insurance, so they'll be fine, but yeah, weird. Anyway, let's see if anyone is selling kelp. I came into my village area looking for any more posters that might be causing lag. I came across this guy. Is this guy wearing netherite stuff? Is that netherite? I am gonna be floored if that's netherite, because it's not mine. I've never made a netherite anything. That's crazy. Uh-oh. 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 Dropped it. Weird. Weird. So Satan was a person that used to play on the server and does not anymore. I don't know if these are their things or not, but that's so weird. How did they get here? I'm so confused. All right, and it's only episode, what, 14? Something like that? And we finally have a sugarcane farm. So that's progress, I guess. Yeah, it's so it's finished for now. And I really like the way that it came out. I don't know if I'm ever going to make it any bigger. It puts out a decent amount of sugarcane. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. If it gets to the point where I need more, I can always increase it, just building straight up, and I have to increase these, but that's not that big of a deal. Actually, it might be kind of a big deal. These things are kind of a pain to build, these pipes. I really like the way that they look, but they are, yeah, kind of a pain to build. It took me a little while to get those nailed down, but I really like that as a method for returning the mine carts up to the top. I think that came out really quite well. And yeah, see, we're getting a decent amount of sugarcane here. Some of the sugarcane was excess that I had bought, and some that I just had laying around the base, but we get a decent amount of sugarcane coming from this thing. So yeah, I am pretty satisfied with this whole project in general. I'm going to increase the size of the storage area just so I can make sure that we're not going to overflow. I don't feel like I ever would. I'm really not going to spend all that much time loading this up, I don't think. Although I don't know, it is quite close to my base. I don't know. We'll see. If I need more space, I can add more space quite easily to the storage area here. But yeah, I think that is going to just about do it for this episode here. Yeah, I really like the way that this building came out. It looks a little bit apartment complexy just because of the windows. But I don't know. I do like it, and I couldn't come up with any other better designs, so this is what we got. Yeah, very good. I really like it. And yeah, as I said, that is going to do it for this episode here. We got a decent amount of stuff done today. I am really happy to finally have this sugarcane farm, and it is completely 100% lossless, which is a huge bonus for me. Yeah, that was a big deal for me with designing this, so I'm glad that I was able to get that requirement met, and then it's 100% lossless. So very pleased with that here. But anyway, all right, yeah, so that's going to do it for this episode here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I know I had a ton of fun with this, and I'm really pleased with the progress that we have made. If you guys did enjoy it, please go ahead and hit that like button, and if you really liked it, go ahead and consider subscribing. Thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!